Hello and welcome to Talk FCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. And basically what I thought I'd do right now is I'm getting a lot of questions and there is a lot of reports going around about this man, Philippe Coutinho from Liverpool. Now, he's a player that we know has been linked with us all summer long, and not only this summer but the past few years as well. So let's be fair, this is dragging on right now, like the whole summer seems to have done. And what I thought I'd do is make a video because there's so many rumours going around. It's so very difficult to tell what's true and what isn't true. Now, I'm not coming here with any insider knowledge. I don't claim to have any sources, but what I will tell you is this: nothing is done yet, and that is all I know. That is all that I can tell, that nothing is done right now. Nothing is official. We know that. And what I would just say is there's so many rumours about this deal being completely done. It's all done. We're ready to announce him. It's going to happen at the Gambler. I have not seen one sort of source that I would call extremely reliable report this. I've seen beIN Sport, but in the Arab version. I've seen ESPN, but the Mexican version. And there's been a lot of sort of reports that are coming from sources which are renowned, but I haven't really seen anyone sort of stand up and say, this is this, these are the details, this is the confirmed fee. Nobody has really given us an absolutely perfect breakdown of this transfer just yet. So what I would say is, it's not quite done yet. It's not there. It's not over the line. It's not completed. Now, in a few hours' time, Barcelona could well announce this signing, and I'll be sat here thinking, well, fair enough. But all I'll say is, right now, from where I'm looking at it, it's not a done deal, because I still think there's a lot of negotiating to be done. And whether this is a big smoke screen from the club, because what my personal thoughts was at first was that what we're doing is we're putting it out there that we're in for Coutinho, we're putting it out there that we're in for Dybala, simply because I think we're going for Dembele. And you saw yesterday what they said about him. They said, we don't want to let him go for anything under 100 million. We think he's worth a lot more than that. And I just think we're putting it out there that we're maybe interested in Coutinho, interested in Dybala, simply to give clubs like Dortmund and to let them know we've got other targets. It's not all about their player. They can't just drive the price right up, or we'll go somewhere else and spend our money. And I just think it's important that we remember that we've got to trust the sources that we know. Rack One have not come out with anything on other than, you know, that Coutinho is done. And of course, even during the Neymar saga, they made mistakes too. There's a lot of sources in the UK that I would trust when it comes down to Liverpool. The Liverpool Echo is one of them. They're a source that is very, very close to the club. Now, they have said absolutely nothing about Coutinho, and I don't really understand it, because a lot of people will say, you know what, the English media, they're not very good, and I completely hold my hands up. You know, they're not great at all. But what they do like doing is reporting players leaving. They're quite happy to see the Premier League players leaving their clubs because they get their clicks, they get a lot of views on it, and they're quite happy to see their players go and to talk about it. They link their players away all summer long. That's why when the England national team go away to the Euros and things like that, the journalists are on their back. You know, they don't support their own at all. They're quite happy to see players come and go. They're quite happy to criticise their own players, and that's what I don't get, because if Coutinho is on his way out, you would see UK journalists, you'd see UK sources absolutely slaughtering Liverpool for letting him go, for selling one of their key players. They'd be slaughtering the owners for, you know, cashing in on one of their players and not giving Klopp what he wants. So I just don't really understand it. If this deal is really close to being done, why are we not hearing more about it from the sources that are close to Liverpool, the selling club, and why are we not hearing more about it from really reliable sources in Spain? Sport have come out a few times with a few things about Coutinho, but I think out of Sport and Mundo Deportivo, I would lean towards trusting Mundo Deportivo a bit more. And all they've said so far is that Coutinho has agreed personal terms and that he wants to come. And I think that's probably about right. He does want to come. He does want to join Barcelona. But the biggest obstacle is Liverpool. Are Liverpool going to let him go? I still think no. I still think that in all this, Liverpool don't want to sell. I saw a fee a minute ago for 100 million. For me, there is no chance at all of Liverpool accepting 100 million for Coutinho. They will just not do it, because they can't go out right now and spend that money. It's getting later and later in the window. They've got Champions League qualifiers coming up. They do not want to upset Jurgen Klopp. He's a very, very high-profile manager. Liverpool are very, very lucky to have him. The owners do not want to go upsetting him. He's a massive part of Jurgen Klopp's plans. So I just don't see this deal being as easy as it's being made out. And I've seen so many done deal tweets and so many different sources claiming that it's all done. I'm just not so sure. And like I say, in a few hours' time, it could come out, it could all be done, and I could be sat here looking a bit stupid. And that's fair enough. If that happens, I'll hold my hands up. But all I'll say is, right now, in answer to your questions, guys, it's not done. It's not official for sure. And right now, it's not that close I personally think it's not that close to being done. So leave your thoughts down below, guys. I'll just bring you a very, very quick update going from what I can see and what I'm judging on the situation. I could be wrong. That has happened in the past, believe me. So let your thoughts down below, guys. I will see you very, very soon. But until then, as always, Vesca el Barça.